Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Arij if you're new, and if you're not new then it's still Arij. Stupid. Why do I do that? I have the feeling to do that every time I film an intro, and it's really annoying, but okay. So this is the second time I'm filming this. I actually got all the way to the eyeshadow stage and then I washed it all off because I didn't know. Filming videos is hard. Anyway, today I'm doing a get ready with me video. I thought that this would be a chill video to film because I've been feeling super drained recently, and I was like, I don't want anything that's going to be too difficult, but you know what, turns out this isn't as easy as I thought, but we're gonna get through it because I'm already a few days late. I was supposed to film on Saturday and today it's Monday, and I probably won't get this up until tomorrow, so we're just gonna do it. Alright, so today I am going to Kogro Formal, and Kogro is short for Common Ground, which is short for Common Ground Coffee House, which is where I work. It is a coffee shop on the Queen's University campus, and it is run by students and it is staffed by students, and it's honestly it was a very great experience. I loved working there, and I'm attending the formal because it's the end of year like celebratory dinner, and I thought I should attend since I'm not going to be returning next year. So that's what I'm getting ready for, which is fun because I was originally going to film this video just to film a get ready with me, but now I actually have a purpose. So amazing. Secondly, like I said, I have been feeling quite drained recently because, sorry I'm talking weird, whatever. I've been feeling super drained recently because I am done with university. I handed in the last assignment ever. I submitted my last assignment ever on Friday, and today's Monday, and honestly a lot of people have been asking, oh my god, how does it feel? You know what, it doesn't feel. It hasn't really hit me yet, and to be honest, it just feels bad right now because all the stresses and everything that has been like built up and accumulating over the past month, like trying to get everything done, trying to like make sure all my classes are passed so I can graduate, and all that stress and everything has been accumulating, and now that everything's over and that I don't have anything to be stressed about, my body is lagging behind. It still hasn't really processed that I no longer have to be stressed, so it's been very frustrating having to feel stress and anxiety when there's nothing to be stressed or anxious about. And because of that, I'm a few days late on this video because I just couldn't get myself to film like at all. I finished on Friday. Saturday I laid in bed all day, watched 8 episodes straight of the OA. Great show, 2nd season. Yesterday I was able to get up and do things, but barely. Like I was in the shower and I couldn't even I couldn't convince myself to even shave. Like that's how tired and like I feel right now. But anyway, I wanted to still post this video because I've been doing so well with staying consistent, and I didn't want to ruin it this week. Even if I didn't post on Friday, at least I'm posting something. So yeah, here I am. I also wanted to use this video as an opportunity to debrief on what I've been doing and think or talk about the near future, which is scary because it's so uncertain, and it's so, the feeling that I am feeling right now and have been feeling for the past few months is just like it's tension, like this constant tension that is just has been stuck with me, and it's definitely just from the uncertainty of what my life is going to look like in the next few months. I was thinking about it like when you're a kid, or just like from the moment you can remember, I feel like I always had a plan in my mind just from what other people told me, or like what other people did, and through their representation of their lives. So it's like school, like elementary school, middle school, high school, and then university. And then after university, there's nothing. It's just black. Like you have no idea what happens past university. And before I used to think that, oh, but when I get there, it'll clear up. I'll be able to visualize what's happening next, but not yet. And that's just kind of hard to deal with. And it's hard to deal with not knowing. It's hard to deal with uncertainty. And yeah, but let me talk a bit about what I've been doing, why I've been so busy the past month. So I haven't really had any exams. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. I don't have any exams, which is crazy. The first semester ever I don't have any exams, which is #blessed, because that means I'm literally done university way earlier than a lot of people are. But at the same time, that meant that the past month was terrible. I think starting February 15th, I have not had a chance to like properly chill. And when I did chill, it was scary because I knew that I didn't really have time to chill. And that was because there was just so much schoolwork to get done. I had 2 huge final projects due for 2 courses. One was for a databases course, and the other one was like my final equivalent to a thesis type thing, like a 4th year project that I'll talk about in a second. That was due last week, and then the other project was due last week, and then we also had some writing assignments sprinkled in March, like essays, movie review, evaluation of someone else's essay, things like that for my ethics course, a debate for my ethics course, 2 final in-class exams, just a lot. And on top of all of that, I still wanted to be consistent with my videos, because I had been up till then, and I was like, I'm not letting this go. So it's just been like go, 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 go. And now it's all died down, but I still feel that intense like stress. And yeah, so I haven't been feeling up to doing anything recently. But anyway, one of the projects that I worked on was a databases project. A database is a thing that holds a bunch of data about different things, and databases are extremely important to any platform, any app, any website, anything, because they are the things that hold all of the data that you see in front of you. And our databases class, our final project was to design a database and implement it in a web interface. And it's interesting when you say design a database, because that is exactly what it is. You have a series of like data requirements, and then you need to figure out what the best way is to represent that data. So in our course, we had a project where we had to represent a database for an upcoming conference. So like the information that we had to deal with in store was like information about attendees, like about the sessions that were going to be run, the schedule, the speakers, the sponsorship companies, all this like data. And we had to figure out what the right way to represent it was so that it could be accessed in an efficient way. And like an example of that is, so attendees, you have a list of attendees, and there's different types of attendees. So students, professionals, sponsors, like sponsors as in people who have come with a company. And one way you can make the database and create like a table, or in other words, a list of all of the attendees. Or you can split that list into 3, depending on the type. So you can have, instead of having one long list of all the attendees, you can have one list of students, one list of professionals, one list of sponsors, so that way you can access them based on what type they are. Does that make sense? So anyways, it was just a long process of figuring out what the best way to do it was. And obviously it's super ambiguous because there are so many ways that you can do it. And yeah, that took a long time. After that, we had to figure out how to implement it. So implementing it in a web interface so that you could actually access the data. So once you created the database and populated it with fake data, you wanted to be able to access it through like a web interface. So like a website type thing. And you had to code the website and all of that. So that took a while too, because there's just a lot of functional requirements, a lot of things that you had to cover and make sure that your application was able to do. And yeah, so that was one of the huge projects that I was working on. Another one was our final project, which was for our 498 course, our final thesis type thing. And for that was a year-long project, but the implementation and everything really fell into February and March of this year. Mostly because last semester and the months before that were a lot of planning and documentation, because there was less of an emphasis placed on your final product and more on what the process is of creating a software system like the one we did. So one of our group members, Sean, he's going to work for this company in Ottawa called Senstar, and they ship it feels like I'm doing a presentation. So they ship products globally. I think they're a security company. They do like perimeter security. So for example, prisons would use their product. They sell things like sensors that you can place on fences so you can see if anyone's just trying to escape, things like that. And they ship their products worldwide. And currently when they get an order, they have this one shipping clerk who has been working there forever, and he's just able to kind of in his head figure out what products can fit into what shipping containers and how many of those shipping containers you need, and etc. And then he's able to like generate a shipping quote. So shipping quotes are like how much it's going to cost to ship, and for that shipping quote you need the number of pieces and the total weight of those pieces. And right now what that shipping clerk is just able to handle that process for them. However, he is soon going to retire, probably in the next decade, and they don't have anything to really replace that. So what our software system did was it took in an order of products. We created an algorithm that figured out a more or less, well, there's a lot of work to be done, that's why I'm not saying like the most efficient, but a more or less efficient way to pack all of those objects like virtually into the shipping containers given, and then output a result screen that had both the shipping quote and also all of the different containers that were going to be sent out and which products fit into those containers. So that was our second, and that obviously took a long time because we had to code everything all by ourselves. Like we used Java to create the application. It was a Java application, and then we had to create the algorithm, and there was also a lot of documentation that went along with that, which, sorry, I'm just checking the time, which ended up taking forever. So those were like the two huge things, and having huge projects like that, especially multiple of them, it really weighs down on your mind because every time you're trying to do something else, you're thinking about those as well. So yeah. What if this video is like 30 minutes long? Will you still watch it? I don't know, who cares? Whatever. If you wanna watch it, watch it. If you don't wanna watch it, don't watch it. Oh, that's such a weird thing, like making videos is like, you always have to think about, you have to find the balance between what the audience wants and what you want. And you can never, it's always guesswork. Like you can never like know for sure how the audience will react to certain videos, but I don't know. I like just making what I make, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so that was all of that, just a lot of work. And we were working not 24/7, but it would be like I would wake up and I would just have, okay, today I have to work on this, and then I would work on it, and then the next day I would wake up and be like, hey, today I have to work on this, and now I don't have to do that anymore. So what am I doing now, moving forward? So April, I am still here in Kingston. I am staying here because this apartment is so nice, and we've got the lease until April 30th, so why not use it? I'm going to be working a lot this month, like just at my coffee shop job, like I said. And on top of that, the projects that we're working on is, okay, I guess I'll say it now, a jewelry brand. Garrett and I are starting a jewelry brand, and I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it because I want to make videos specifically about it, and I don't want to use up that content now. But it's going to be like, everything's going to be sold online. It's going to be an e-commerce brand. And so this month I'm just really going to be focusing on coding the website, getting everything set up so that hopefully we can launch in sometime in May, which will be cool. And then on top of that, I want to be able to focus a lot on YouTube this month. I'm still gonna do one video a week, but I want to have come up with a bunch of ideas that can last me for the next few months. I really want to do more style and beauty style, mostly style videos, because I am into that, expressing myself through what I wear. So why not incorporate that into my channel? I think I've just been really scared of doing it because it's when you compare yourself to others, you don't feel like you're as good as those other people. But whatever, we're gonna do it because thinking of the future, and if I keep doing YouTube and if eventually I gain a following, I feel like one of the best ways to monetize is with sponsorships. As we know, YouTube YouTube ad game is not as strong as it used to be. A lot of the content creators are not getting any money from ads anymore, and all of their money is coming from companies sponsoring them to showcase their products or services. So if I get into style and start posting on Instagram, I feel like that'll give me more opportunities to work with brands, because a lot of the brands that are sponsoring creators are fashion brands, makeup brands, etc. So thinking of the future, I think I should go into that. But it's obviously scary. I think I'm gonna finish here and then I'll end the video. It's already 20 minutes long. Also, I feel scatterbrained, but we're gonna post it. Can you see me?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Is the lighting okay? Okay, so this is the final look. Here, go oh, I didn't button up that. Okay, I'm not gonna turn around. Let me just show you my final makeup look. You got it? Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and that's it. Bye.